I'm currently overseeing and supporting operations within several fires in the 100-mile zone. My name is Ali Kier. I'm the response officer in the 100-mile fire zone. So we got a dry lightning system that came through the fire center about 8 days ago, and we've had several lightning starts in the zone since. So a lot of these fires that started with that lightning system came in at mid or upper elevation and have posed some challenging terrain difficulties for crews on site. So they've been put into a modified category to support suppression efforts where possible, but to obviously keep our crews safe and resources responding to the incidents, we take a bit of an indirect approach to some of these wildfires. There's several fires in the zone that have varied response options depending on terrain and accessibility. These can range from helicopter bucket support on remote or hard to access areas to keep the fire's edge cool while we tail into the fall season. And then in accessible areas, we have been able to utilize heavy equipment and personnel on the ground where feasible to do indirect line approach to create some containment around values that are identified. Even though we do have modified response strategies, that does not necessarily mean that we aren't in the area monitoring the fire growth. And that can look very different depending on what the fire is and how accessible or inaccessible it might be. We use different methods like ground reconnaissance, aerial observations, and we even do utilize remote cameras in areas that terrain allows to monitor fire growth throughout the days. So with a lot of these modified response fires and getting into the tail end of the wildfire season in 2025, we find that the weather is more conducive for modified response strategies, not only to encourage the environment to do what it needs to do at a rate that's tolerable to the rest of the landscape, but it also allows us to keep our crews and staff safe and all of our contractors safe as well. A lot of these fires started in difficult terrain and they posed various different safety hazards depending on the fires themselves. And so with that, we're able to utilize the fall recovery pattern for crew safety.